volume conversion notes. These are the notes that you need to remember about when you do unit conversions dealing with volumetric measurements. The system of moving decimal places back and forth, like we were talking about with the steps, is not easily done when you're converting cubic volume measurements, because let's take a look here at 8.8 cubic centimeters converted to cubic meters. If we look at the 8.8 cubic centimeters, we want to convert it, we have to think about it as being a ratio of 8.8 cubic centimeters to 1. Those cubic centimeters, however, really are the same thing as 8.8 centimeters times centimeters times centimeters, all over 1. So when we want to convert these to meters, we have to convert each of them to meters. We can't just convert one of them. So the first thing we'll have to do is we'll have to remember that, well, there's 1 meter and 100 centimeters. So this will get rid of the first one. Then we have to multiply it again by another ratio of 1 meter to 100 centimeters, which again, we can cancel out the second one. And now there's a third one of 1 meter to 100 centimeters, which we cancel out the last centimeter of the cubic centimeters. So really, rather than just saying, oh, centimeters to meters is 100 centimeters in a meter, I could just move my decimal point over to the left 2 times. What I now have to do is I need to move it over for each of the 100 centimeters. So I'm really looking at 8.8 divided by 100 cubed. Cubed because your units are cubed here. If we write that out, it becomes 0.0000088 meters cubed. That's not a very convenient way to write things, however, so we are going to convert this to scientific notation. And remember, scientific notation requires that there be one non-zero number to the left of the decimal point, and then the rest go to the exponent of the 10. So it becomes 8.8 times 10 to the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8.8 times 10 to the negative 6 cubic meters. So when we're converting cubic volumetric measurements, you have to remember, ooh, that was sort of messy. You have to remember to convert each one of the units there. So don't forget each dimension. Because really what you can think of is each time you're multiplying 8.8 by this ratio of 1 meter over 100 centimeters, you're doing it for each one of the dimensions, length, width, and height. Now there's one other conversion factor that is often used that you need to keep in mind that is a little bit different than this, because there are cubes, but they're not all cubes, and then if we are converting liquid measurements. So keep in mind that 1 milliliter is the same thing as 1 cubic centimeter. That's one of the conversion factors that people often forget about, but it's super important when we're dealing with these. So take a minute and practice these 3 conversions. Do this on a piece of paper, and you can check with the substitute to see if you got these correct. Otherwise, good luck with your worksheet.